Hey guys, welcome back. So today I am doing a foundation review slash first impressions on this EX1 Invisiwear foundation. This has gotten a lot of hype on YouTube, or it did a couple years ago. I did purchase it a few years ago, but I never gave it a fair chance because I didn't have the right shade for myself. I still have the package too. So they did change the packaging a little bit, like slightly. But as you can see, the one on this side has more pink undertones to it, and this one on this side is definitely more yellow toned. So this was the original one I bought, and I bought it back in 2014, and it definitely needs to be tossed by now. There is a 24-month pot on it that says like once you open it, it lasts 24 months, but I'm never going to use this one, so I do need to toss it. I'm super excited because they extended their color range for this foundation, and the colors used to be like F100, F200, 300, 400, and so on. The one that I had previously purchased was F100. The F100 is shade 3.5 now. It has a pink undertone to it. It doesn't match me. I can't wear this. I just don't like how the pink looks on my skin. I'd rather have a foundation with yellow undertones in it. So the shade that I have now is shade 4.0, which on the website is labeled as for olive skin with yellow undertones. So camera, for some reason, it looks a lot more drastic. It does look really yellow compared to like my neck, but my neck never sees the sun, so it is pale anyways. And I could not wear this color on my face. I would just look ghostly. So I did blend it down my neck a little bit, but like I said, it doesn't look that drastic, and it just looks like it matches my skin tone really well. So they do have new shades. They extended it to, there's 13 shades now, which is awesome. They only had like 4 or 5 shades before, and they were all pretty dark, which is why I couldn't find a shade to match me. So let's get into the claims of this foundation. On the packaging, it says, skin-like pigments even out complexion for perfect coverage that is almost invisible. Oil and fragrance-free, non-pore clogging, dermatologically tested. So I don't know if I would say almost invisible. I mean, you can obviously tell I have makeup on, but when I first applied it, it did look really foundation-y, but after I powdered it down and I have all my other makeup on now, it actually does look pretty natural. I know on the website it says, achieve a flawless complexion with EX1 Cosmetics Invisiwear Foundation, a lightweight luminous makeup base. I wouldn't say that this is luminous. Maybe if you don't set it, like I said when I was first applying it, it did have more of like a dewy finish, but after I set it and after it's dried down, it doesn't look dewy to me. Other than that, it doesn't claim to be full coverage on the website. They don't market it as a full coverage foundation, so I guess I shouldn't have expected that, but it doesn't look bad. I like how it looks so far. I don't mind having a little bit of the scars peek through. It makes it look more natural, especially on a day-to-day basis. As of right now, I really like how it looks, but we will see how it wears throughout the day with my oils that come through. So I do show you guys how it applies with a beauty blender and a brush, so just stay tuned for that, and then I will do check-ins throughout the day so we can see how it wears. But here's the foundation. I have the shade 4.0, and what I'm going to do is apply one side of my face with a beauty blender and the other side with a flat top kabuki. And I am going to prime and powder like I normally would. That way I can let you guys know how the foundation works for me on a regular day basis, because these are things that I would do. So hand sanitizer, because you don't want to be touching your face with dirty fingers. That's how you get breakouts. And lately what I've been doing for primer is the Laura Mercier Hydrating Primer, which looks like this. And I'll normally just put that on my like chin area and forehead, because I am dry right there right now. Around my mouth, please ignore how red my face is going to get. That's just what happens when I touch my face. Look, it's so red. And then after I put that on, I take the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer. This is a smoothing primer, so it's going to help fill in my pores. I love how this smells. I think I still like the Benefit Professional better than this one, but I'm out of that one and this is what I have. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put some of that right here where my nose is, on my pores. So this is what it looks like. The formula is very thick. You can see it's not running down my hand at all. So like I said, I'm gonna do one side of my face with a beauty blender and the other side with a flat top. So I'm gonna just, I don't know how much to use. Like I said, I never gave this a fair chance when I first had it. So I don't know how much to put on really. Just put a little bit down my neck. I'm gonna start off with that much. Right off the bat, it's not super full coverage. It looks like it's like medium, light to medium. And I don't know if that's just because of the beauty blender, that it's like taking away some of the product, but we will try and build it up because I like full coverage. That's one layer. I would say that's definitely on the lighter side for coverage. I'm gonna try adding another layer and see how that works. The color is actually pretty good. I put the color up to my face yesterday in natural sunlight. I had like taken a little bit like this and I just blended it out and looked outside and it looked like it would match. So far so good. Obviously I have like no color right here, but it's okay. I'll just bronze up that area. So I'm gonna try going in with some more and just see how much coverage we can get. That's like medium coverage with 2 layers. I don't know if you could really get full coverage with this. If you have perfect skin and you don't really have anything to cover up, then I'm sure you would be able to have full coverage with this. But because I have some acne scars that I like to cover up, it's not full coverage. As of right now, it's a medium coverage. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side with a brush. So I'm gonna use the Sigma F80 flat top kabuki. This is my favorite foundation brush to use when I use it. I still prefer the beauty blender most of the time, but for the sake of this video, I know some people like to use brushes over the beauty sponge. So I'm gonna start with that and we'll just go ahead and press this in. If you want a more fuller coverage with a brush, or with anything, like even with the beauty blender, what you want to do is tap into the skin as opposed to blending, because when you blend the product, it sort of just takes away all the coverage and you're not left with much. It sort of just like blends away. I mean, depending on the foundation, but that's just a little tip. If you want fuller coverage, just make sure you're tapping instead of like buffing around like this for the initial application. Okay, so the coverage on my forehead actually looks pretty good, but I don't have a lot to cover up on my forehead. All of my problem areas are like here. You can see a little like dark spot here, and just like more acne scars on my cheek area. I don't really know if I like how it looks on my skin, to be honest. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more on this side. And I think just so that everything looks similar. I mean, the brush was okay. I don't think it got any more coverage than the beauty blender, so either one will work. Just because I like how the beauty blender feels more and how it blends out, I'm gonna use the beauty blender to just tap this in. I don't know if it's because of like the primers that I have underneath or the formula of the foundation. I just feel like it looks like foundation, you know, and that could just be because of the color, but maybe once I have all my makeup on, everything will blend a little bit better. It's not picking up on like any dry patches. It actually looks pretty good. I think I'm gonna zoom you guys in so you can see, hopefully. It looks really smooth on the skin. It doesn't look bad, and I'm not done with my makeup yet, obviously. But the coverage is definitely like a medium coverage. It's by no means full coverage. You can still see some acne spots that I have underneath through the foundation. Once I have concealer on, that might all get covered up, but so far that's what it looks like. So I'm gonna go off camera for a minute and finish the rest of my makeup, and then I will show you guys what everything looks like. Okay, so I just finished my makeup and you can see what it looks like now. I would say it looks pretty good. After powdering it, there's no more shine and it looks pretty matte. I like how it looks now. I don't know if it's gonna pick up on camera, but you can definitely still see right here some of the acne scars I have underneath. So it's not full coverage, like I said, it's like a medium coverage, but now that all of my makeup is on and everything is set, it doesn't look too like makeup-y, if you know what I mean. It looks pretty natural on the skin and it does set down, so it's not sticky. That's not because I powdered, because I never put powder like on my cheeks. I only set my T-zone and my under eyes, so it does dry down, which is nice. So I like that. But yeah, I'm just gonna go about my day, and like I said, I have to go run some errands. It is 12:26 right now. When I check back in next time, I will have a new phone. 4:24. So as you guys saw earlier, I applied it around like 12 o'clock or so. I don't remember the exact time, but I have been out and about outside. I've been sweating a little bit. I'm a little shiny, as you can see, down my nose and around here on my sides, and a little bit on my T-zone. It's not too bad. I mean on my forehead. My chin is a little shiny, but overall I think it's holding up pretty well. My nose is always the one area that always gets oily. Nothing seems to keep it matte throughout the day, so even with the primer, even if I'm wearing like a mattifying foundation, my nose always seems to get the shiniest. Yeah, that's what I have for the check-in right now. This is what it looks like. It still looks pretty good. It's holding up, but as you can see, like right here, it's very shiny. My oils are definitely coming through. I guess this is my update for right now. Still going pretty strong. I'm not going to touch up because I want to see how long it lasts, how much longer it'll last. I'll probably check in later tonight around like 8 or so. That way we can get like an 8-hour wear. All right guys, so I'm back. I'm sorry about this glare on my glasses. 7 o'clock right now. This is the last update and my final thoughts on the foundation for you guys. My face does look oily, especially right down here in my T-zone. As you can see also, the foundation is not transfer resistant once it starts to break up. I do have the marks from my glasses. So I've had it on for like 7 hours. I would say it's held up pretty well. Like, despite the fact that I'm oily in my T-zone, it didn't break up. So like, I have had plenty of foundations on where by this time it just looks like broken up all over my skin and it's not flattering. This, for being on for 7 hours, still looks pretty good. I think this foundation has held up pretty well again, and there's no claims that long wearing or full coverage, but I actually like the coverage on this foundation for day-to-day wear. It's very natural looking and it's a good medium coverage. I purchased mine on lookfantastic.com. They don't charge you for taxes or shipping. It's awesome. I also found a discount code for like 20% off or something, so the foundation ended up only being maybe like $15 around there. I think it retails for $20 on the sites. I didn't pay more than $15 for sure. It was like 14 something for the foundation, which is pretty good. Basically like a drugstore price with the way prices are now in the drugstore. So I think if you want to try it, you should definitely give it a go. And the fact that they have extended their shade range is awesome. There are paler shades that they have and there are way darker shades that they have. So if you're interested in this, I'm sure you'll be able to find your match. They have a really good color chart on their website that you can refer to. For reference, I have the shade 4.0, like I said in the beginning, and right now I'm about like an NC 20. So if that helps, I hope it does. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say about it. The packaging is great. There's a pump, which you guys all know is awesome for sanitary reasons. If I have any other updates, I'll leave them in the description box because today is Wednesday and this will be going up on Saturday. I normally upload now on Saturdays, so I will wear it the next couple of days, and if I have any updates, I'll make sure to leave that in the description box. So if it starts to break me out or if things change on my face, like I'll start using different primers too. But so far, this oiliness is pretty typical of any foundation that I use. So I'm pretty happy with it. I don't normally wear my foundations more than 8 hours anyways and expect them to look great. So that's all I have to say about it. I hope this was helpful for you, and like I said, there's no tax or shipping that they charge you on that website, so I'll also have that linked in the description box below. If you liked it, give it a big old thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. I will see you guys in the next one. The next one will be a Halloween tutorial with some blood. I'm excited. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.